What's going on, John?
I'm good. I'm good. You?
Good, good. Well, we're happy to have you here on the Boxing Voice. Vic, you wanna go ahead?
Yeah, John, how you doing today? First off, congratulations on the new promotional company. Tell us what it was like your first fight on May 16th, the Showbox. Tell us what it was like being a promoter this time around and not being.
Honestly, that was great. I'm still a active fighter, but being a promoter was great. That was my first experience, and my first show was on Showtime, so that was tremendous. Very, very nice for me, to be able to have my first show in the network, like Showtime Network. So, I'm very proud of myself. And, it's very nice to be a promoter, but, my main thing right now is to be a boxer, is to reclaim a world title. And then after my career, I'm going to really, really focus on my company.
Now, before we go into the fighting, on your company, can you tell our listeners, who do you have on your stable? And I believe you're working together with Lou DiBella and his partners. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. I work with Lou DiBella. My CEO, Greg Leon, it's a freaking genius. He's a bright guy. He's young, and he's the one who helped me with everything with my company promotional side. And I need to thank Lou because he helped me a lot for my first show. He gave me a great, opportunity. So we co-signed together a real good prospect, Joel Diaz Jr. is 16-0, 12 knockouts, and I'm telling you guys, that kid is 18 years old. He's gonna become world champion very, very soon.
Well, I know my co-host is gonna ask you about Joel Diaz because he loves Joel Diaz Jr. But sticking on you, last time we seen you, you beat the hell out of Butte. With all the things that are going on, what is next for John Pascal? You signed with Interbox and GYM. What's the outlook for your next fight?
No. I didn't sign with Interbox and GYM. I signed with Jean Pascal Promotion, and Jean Pascal Promotion will co-promote Jean Pascal with GYM and Interbox.
So with that being said, now that you have that connection with two of the biggest Canadian promoters, what is next for you? When will we see you in the ring?
Probably we need to talk, but my return should be around September 27, and I'm targeting the best guy available right now.
Now, being that you're with who you are with, do you expect that fight to be on HBO? Do you expect that fight to be on Showtime, or that's still up in the air?
Honestly, I have no idea. I want to thank Showtime who bring me back on the network, but last time as a promoter, so that was very nice from them. But as a boxer, I really don't know. I might fight on HBO, I might fight on Showtime. I don't know right now. I let those type of things to my CEO, Greg Leon.
Now, John, can you tell me, because I'm hearing some rumors that you may possibly headline in your hometown, and that the opponent is supposed to be Sean Monahan?
Uh-huh.
Have you heard anything of this?
It's only rumors. I heard Cloud. I heard Sean Monahan. Right now, I don't think we have a specific guy. We still negotiate with some boxers. So right now, I don't think I got an opponent right now as we talk.
Now, you said you're still negotiating. Is any of that negotiating being done with some Golden Boy fighters? Because I do believe you had a meeting with Golden Boy recently, probably in the last month or so. So was any possible opponents discussed then?
Like I said, I want to fight the best guy available. If it's a Golden Boy guy, it's gonna be a Golden Boy guy. If it's a top rank guy, it's gonna be a top rank guy. But like I said, I leave those things to my CEO, Greg Leon, and my job as a boxer is to train well and be ready for the fight.
All right. Well, speaking of training, the last time you were getting prepared, you did a lot of work with Roy Jones. Is that going to be something that you continue to do fight after fight?
Of course, I spoke to him and he said he would love to come to the next camp. Roy Jones, everybody knows that was my idol. Say while I was young, and now he's training me, staying with me in camp. So that's very big honor for me. And so far, he said that he's gonna be in my next camp.
Well, my real questions are going to be about you as a promoter because you put on a good show, and I'm glad that you brought back Joel Diaz. Television needs this kid. It wasn't his best performance, but he has so much potential. What is next for him? And if you don't even know that, at least tell me, how soon do you plan to get him back into the ring?
He should be back in the ring probably in July, and definitely if in July everything's is gonna be good, I want to put him on my show in September. Like that, he's gonna be able to see a big crowd, a big show. So, but in terms of belt, I want to put him on my undercard to make him have experience in big shows, big crowd and stuff like that. And we're targeting a world title shot probably like 2015 or early 2016.
That's perfect. That's perfect because I don't want this kid rushed. He has so much upside. Are you going to bring him? Are you going to? Well, clearly you guys have two separate camps, but have you been in the gym with him yet?
Not yet, but probably my next camp is going to be in Big Bear. He trained over there with the good coach, Abel Sanchez. So we're going to be together very soon.
So now, again, sticking to the promoter, since you're doing the promoting, who is in charge of not matchmaking, but seeking the talent?
It's Greg seeking the talent, my coach Mark Ramsey, myself as well, because at the end of the day, I have the last word on everything. So if I like the guy, I'm gonna sign him. And the big difference between me and the other promoters, I've been there, done that. Most of the promoter, I'm not telling they're not good, but they can feel what a boxer felt in the ring or what they're going through training camp, like Bob Arum, never boxed, Dark King either. So, but me, I'm a promoter, I'm still active. So, that's why I was telling Joel Diaz, like, don't worry, I've been there, I know your fears, I know, it's a little bit scared to sign with someone, stuff like that, but me, I know what you feel, I know what you're going through, because I've been there, done that. So, you are in good hands. So any boxer's going to sign with Jean-Pascal Promotion, they're going to be in good hands because I've been there before.
Well, John, I want to ask you, switching gears just a little bit. I'm all over the place. But what is being billed as possibly the biggest fight in British history is Carl Froch, George Groves. I'm sure you watched the first fight. And you've been in the ring with Froch. What is your prediction for this super fight?
Honestly, I think this time Carl Froch is going to take him away because the first fight, I think Froch got, a little bit too confident. Yeah, he thought I was a young kid and stuff like that. So I think he didn't train the way he was supposed to train or take the fight the way he was supposed to take it really very, very seriously. But now he knows he has a strong, young wolf. He's going to be hungry to whoop his ass. So I know this kid, he trained really, really hard. He went through, everything. So I think this time Carl Froch is gonna get the win, the big victory.
Now, Jean, we've heard you in the media as of late, and talking about the fact that, promoting versus fighting, which one's difficult and things of that nature. Tyson's kind of said some things about that. For you, what would you rather be doing right now? I mean, obviously, the promoting is the future. But, you know, you're an exciting fighter. You're a guy who I think still has plenty of interesting and exciting matchups out there. Which would you rather be doing?
But honestly, I wanted to be a boxer, but you know, at the same time, I'm a boxer, I'm an athlete, but at the same time, I'm a businessman, and you know, I need to prepare after boxing, and after boxing, it's gonna be to stay in boxing, but as a promoter. So you know, slowly, I'm starting the process. I started my company. I signed a first boxer, like you know. A lot of boxers have their own promotional company, but no, they don't sign no one. Me, it's real. It's a real company. You know, I've already signed Joel Diaz. I'm seeking to sign other prospects as well. But right now, my main focus is to be a boxer, is to become 2-time world champion. So that's why I leave more that business to my CEO, Greg Leon. That's why I hire him, and so far he's doing a fantastic job.
So do you plan, once you retire, to take a more active approach, or, you know, is there going to be some...
Of course. My main goal is to be like the golden boy of Canada, you know. It's to be really like the biggest company, the biggest professional company. I don't take anything away from Yvon Michel and, you know, Enter Box, but I want to be the golden boy of Canada.
Oh, those are big shoes to fill. Now, John, we all remember, and I think this goes to your legacy of how you promoted and how charming and dynamic you were, and just all of the things that I guess made it special to watch a promotion with you. We all remember the Take the Test. You know, that's just something that kind of like rings out in everybody's mind. But how active or proactive will you be with your fighters and the promotions comes to that aspect of the sport? I mean, we all know that you know, the sport, in terms of failing drug tests and PEDs and steroids and all that stuff, it's become very murky. And I honestly feel like it's the job of the promoters, the sanctioning bodies, of course, you know, or the commissions rather. But how proactive will you be in that sense?
Of course, I want, like, I'm down for the test. You know, I'm the first one who asked Bernard, or, you know, I'm the first one in Canada to ask blood testing for the fight, because, like, every time we step in the ring, we put our lives on the line. You know, we put our life on the line, so you know it's very important to battle in a fair field. But you know, I don't think it's right to take away some money from the fighter to make them to get those tests. I think, you know, it's the commission job to do that, or maybe like, you know, the WBC or WBA job to do those kind of testing. Because right now, those tests that the WBC asks, they're not very, very accurate, you know, because there's so many stuff that you can take and so you can see in the urine. So that's why I want, like, everybody ask for the Olympic test with blood testing, urine, and, you know, everything. That's gonna be better for the sport, and you know, at least we're gonna see, like, we're not a fraud, we're not like under influence and stuff like that. We're legit, and we true champion, and we fight clean.
Well said.
Because like I said, you know, when I asked Bernard to do the test, that was supposed to be like, you know, an example. Bernard supposedly is a legend. So a legend, like, has to walk the talk and show the example. And you know, I gave him a chance to be a pioneer in that sport, to take the test to see, listen, I'm Bernard Hopkins, I'm 15 years old, I'm doing it clean, and I'm going to show you I'm doing it clean. But he said no. But, you know, I wonder why. I know why, but, you know, the past is in the past. But, you know, that's not good for the sport, and, you know, that's not good for the opponent as well.
So in your mind, does that, you know, that incident in time between you two, does that kind of sully and spoil what he's done in your eyes from that point on?
Definitely. Because if you have nothing to hide, you take gas and you shut up my mouth. You know, you shut up my mouth. That guy is 50 years old and can hang with 20 years old kids. Like, come on. Like, it's not because you don't drink, you sleep early, you eat well that you're gonna be able to keep up with 20, 25 years old fighters. Come on, this is war. Boxing, this is war. So people like who say no, he's doing it clean. I'm not saying like he's doing something wrong, but you know, I have my doubts about certain things. But I'm telling you, at 50 years old, you cannot compete with a 25 years old guy. Unless that you have something special, like, you know, a big punch, like, you know, George Foreman was a heavy hitter and stuff like that. But Bernard is not a heavy hitter. Bernard doesn't have like great speed. He's just dirty, and he might take other things as well. We don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand your reasoning, and I get where you're coming from. Now,
and then this guy now, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm just fucking pissed thinking about that, you know. And now this guy's gonna go in the Hall of Fame, and you know, I'm the one who was asking him to take some tests, and he said no. Now we do prove that, you know, he's doing it clean. So to me, that guy's a fucking fraud.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to ask you, this is my last question before I pass you off to my other co-host, Vic, but I'll tell you what, we're going to bring this to a brighter note, okay, because I don't want the last question I ask is the one that pisses you off. We saw what De La Hoya did with Golden Boy, and you mentioned how you want to be the Golden Boy of Canada, and those are bright aspirations, but what De La Hoya did was he signed fights for himself. He negotiated fights and was able to take control of the undercard. So it was like every time HBO gave him a card that he was main eventing, he used it to help promote his company, and that was successful. What fight do you think for you that's out there that is big enough that you could kind of enjoy those kind of benefits to where, oh my God, it's Jean Pascal versus, you know, you fill in the blank, and you can control that kind of those kind of you know, intricacies.
Yeah, exactly. De La Hoya put the blueprint out there, so you know it's easy to follow. So you know, my thing is I might probably do the same thing, and you know me, I'm a warrior. Like I will fight anyone to prove I'm the best, because I think I'm the best. When Floyd leave the fight, leave this game, I want to be recognized as the best pound for pound in the world, and I know I have the capacity. You know, I do need to improve more skill and stuff like that, but you know, in the due time, I will become one day the best pound for pound in the world. I can fight Kovalev, Stevenson, Bernard, but Bernard won't take the test, so Bernard just sit down. so I'll fight Kovalev, Ward, anyone, because I'm a warrior, and you know, I just want to prove that I'm the best, and also I want to please the fan. I'm a crowd pleaser. And also, you know, I'm already the cash cow in Canada. Nobody can sell more than me. So you know, I'm just going to follow the Oscar blueprint.
John, I just got two more questions and then let you go. First off, you mentioned a lot of guys that are fighting on HBO. Do you see yourself in a good position because, you know, Adonis left to Showtime, and, you know, besides, you know, you maybe, you know, Kovalev doesn't have an opponent, and maybe even Andre Ward doesn't have a legitimate opponent. Do you see yourself in that position where HBO needs to get Jean Pascal on board?
I hope so, because I was telling Peter Nelson like a year ago, you guys should sign me right away, because I'm gonna become like the center of the division, and right now I say I'm about to, because Stevenson left on Showtime, so to make Kovalev relevant, they need me. Kovalev needs me to be relevant, because right now it's kind of unknown in the States. So, you know, to build up a fight between me and Kovalev will be very, very good for HBO, and the winner of that fight can fight Andre Ward.
Hey, Pascal,
And my last question, being that Adonis Stevenson and Hatch Kovalov and that fight seemingly was almost done, but then got a better offer to go, were you in his position, not knowing all the details, would you have done the same thing?
Honestly, it's really hard to tell because, like you said, we don't know all the details. But the fight was there, you know, and they said he committed to the fight. And me, I'm a man of my word. I only got one word. So if I said I'm gonna fight Kovalev, like I'm gonna fight Kovalev. I'm not gonna turn around and say, oh no, I need more money on this. If I committed myself already and said I will do it because I'm a man of my word. But like you said, we don't know all the details. So you know, it's really hard to have an opinion on this thing.
Well, John, those are all our questions. We want to thank you for coming on. Thanks for all the insight, and we can't wait for your next show, and we can't wait to see you in the ring in September.
Hey, John,
thank you very much, guys, and you can follow me on my Twitter, Instagram at Jean Pascal Chen. Jean, Jean, Pascal, Pascal Chen.
Hey, Gene, I just want to say that thank you so much for being so candid and expressing yourself freely like that. We truly enjoyed that, man. We appreciate it.
Like me, it's easy, bro. What you see is what you get. I'm not a fraud. I'm not fake. I'm just me, Jean Pascal.
All right, brother. Well, take it easy. Have a good night.
Thanks, you guys. I very appreciate the interview.